Hi, this is a walkthrough of the new sustain pedal support mode for the Multi Divisi script by JM. I've been fortunate enough to be giving him some input, seeing as the Multi Divisi script is based on keyboard and mouse warriors, whereas I prefer to play my parts in. So we've had a correspondence for a few months, and he's been very forthcoming and accommodating with my suggestions. So the gist of it is that the Multi Divisi original script did not support the sustain pedal, and that's fine for people who draw their parts in, but it becomes an issue for people like me. And the issue is that while you try to hold down a note, it becomes very cumbersome to play legato when you have large voicings. So with just a single note, then it's fairly easy because you need to keep the existing note held. And with two notes, it works. But then once you get into 3, 4, 5 or 6 notes, then things become very difficult and in some cases impossible. So what he has done is that he has added the sustain pedal as a crutch, in the way that the DAW acts as a crutch in the original script, where you're able to draw in multiple parts and then have the overlap do the heavy lifting. So you can't really see this because my pedal is underneath the keyboard, but here is the script, and as you can see, he has added a pedal icon over there, which allows you to visually follow what I'm doing, even though you can't see it on the picture-in-picture. Okay, so let me just get started by holding the pedal down and playing something for you. And a quick note, I have an expression pedal on my left foot. You won't see that either, but you could see the mod will GUI on the contact screen capture move. And I've also mapped the vibrato of the Spitfire libraries to the pedal so that it follows the dynamic curve. You get the gist of it. The really cool thing here is that you're basically able to play exactly what you'd like to hear. So let me give you some examples, and I'll have to speak in between the playing so that the volume doesn't get all botched up. So take a look at this. So there's a distinguishing factor between the pedal held and the key held notes, which allows notes that are held to keep on ringing, while I can lift the other hand and have it go independently like that. There's also another really cool thing which you couldn't really do before, and that is re-triggering of existingly held notes. So take a look at this. So if you try to do that, well, you couldn't do that because you didn't have the sustain pedal, so the sound would just drop out the second you lift your finger. But if you tried to do that in the DAW, then the audio would just drop out, especially with the Spitfire libraries. So what you can do here is to have fairly convincing re-triggers which in this case is just a rebow. And it's not really a rebow, it's just that the sample starts again, but it gives the illusion of the attack. Or not the illusion of the attack, it gives the attack, but that attack gives the illusion of a rebow. Okay, so that's that. Another cool feature is that you're able to do voice swaps or crossovers. So follow this. And just a quick note, everything is color-coded on the graphical user interface, so you should be able to follow what's happening, even though it might be a bit unclear here on the camera. And this can get pretty complicated pretty quickly. Follow this. And now you also got to see the ranges in action. A really cool thing is that you're actually able to set the ranges of the different instruments, because even though that this is a polylegato Multi Divisi really powerful engine, the instruments themselves have specific ranges. And before this, if you're using Divisimate, for example, you're not able to set the range in the Divisi engine. So that means that voices drop out and then don't really end, and then you could get hanging notes. But with this one, you're able to go out of range, and then the audio will drop out, and then when you go back in range, it will kick back in. And I guess the last really interesting part is that you're also able to increase and decrease chord size really elegantly. So take a look at this. Yeah, and as I'm sure you've heard by now, I really like the portamento, and this is also one of the reasons I'm showcasing the Spitfire library here, because you can have these performance patches, which allows you to get portamento if you trigger the next note fairly quietly or softly, and if you do it more hardly, then you'll get the regular slur, and really hard, then you'll get the disjoint note, which is basically just a new sustained note kicking in. Also you're able to have shorts of different lengths depending on how hard or soft your initial attack is. But I'm sure you know all of these tricks from Spitfire, but it dovetails really elegantly into this Multi Divisi pedal support script. So let me just quickly show you the graphical user interface. And as I'm sure you've seen by now, the different parts are displayed when you play, and everything is color coded, so it's very easy to follow along with what's happening on screen. There are a couple of notes if you're to use this module, and that is that the settings that you have in the main script have to be set over in the main script, and you have to have exactly the same settings on both scripts. So let me show you. These two settings needs to be exactly the same. As what you can see in the main script. And also the routing has to be identical, and also the input channel. As well as the number of parts, obviously. In order to enable this script, you will have to press the DPS on, or else the information from the main script won't be able to be sent to the secondary script. Yeah, so I'm sure that you can see the power of this invaluable script, and I'm very grateful to Jay that he's been so forthcoming and willing to put up with my inputs, and I really hope that you enjoy once that this is released. Let me just also quickly go over a few other patches just to give you an idea of how powerful this is. Yeah, you have to be very careful with the all-out patches, because those really strain your systems. You have to excuse that I didn't switch over to the sustain pedal script in the last few examples, because you have to be in the secondary slot to actually be able to see visually what's happening with the pedal held down. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short flight through, and I'm really excited about this. This is a really, really good competitor to the Vismate ecosystem, which I also use, but I really think that the visualization of this tool and also the retriggers and everything is really worthwhile. Okay, thanks for watching, and have a good one.